This short film is a summary of the work of Leeds Safeguarding Adults Board between April 2023 and March 2024. We are a statutory partnership coming together to help and protect adults who have care and support needs so that they're safe from abuse and neglect. We have representatives from Leeds City Council, police, health services, prison and probation service, and fire and rescue service. The third sector is represented by Advonet. How people in Leeds were helped to be safe from abuse and neglect. Adult social care were contacted 13,213 times by people concerned that they or someone else were experiencing some form of harm. They were mostly concerned about staff or families not providing the help and support that someone needed to be safe and healthy. Someone being hurt, injured, or treated roughly. Having their money or personal belongings taken off them. Often by staff, family, or people pretending to be their friend. Or being made to feel frightened, upset, or that they were not important. And some people were concerned that someone they knew wasn't looking after their own health and well-being, or they had stopped letting people help them be safe. During the 12 months, Adult Social Care carried out 4,110 safeguarding inquiries when an adult was abused or neglected, or was at risk of it happening to them. That was 849 more inquiries than the previous year. When a safeguarding inquiry was not required, other forms of support, advice, or services were provided to help the adult be safe. 9 out of every 10 people said they felt safer after being helped and supported. We've been raising public awareness about abuse and neglect so that people know how it can happen and how they can find help to be safe. We provided leaflets and posters to community groups and public venues. We regularly gave talks to groups, like the Association of Blind Asians, pictured here, with our easy read booklets. Our posters were displayed at key points across Leeds, and during West Yorkshire Safeguarding Week, they featured on the screen at Leeds Market. People watched our animated film on our YouTube channel in different languages and BSL. It's also been shown at events like the Learning Disability People's Parliament. We use social media for our messages and campaigns, with over 1,800 followers on X. If you'd like to follow us, our profile is at Leeds SAB. With the help of Voluntary Action Leeds, we heard from local communities about how we can support them to help keep people safe. With other safeguarding boards, we've started to develop resources for faith organizations to help them safeguard adults and children. And almost 900 people who work with adults in Leeds regularly receive our bulletin with local and national safeguarding news. If you'd like to receive it, we'll tell you how to subscribe at the end of this film. We recognize the importance of hearing from people living in Leeds and from people who work with adults. Advonet, a local advocacy service that promotes empowerment and inclusion, hosted our citizen reference group. We reviewed what they had to say about safeguarding work in Leeds, good and bad, and their feedback has helped shape our projects and ambitions. We're grateful to the 29 community groups and services that are members of our Friends of the Board network. They comment on our work and give us advice, get involved in our projects, and help us promote safeguarding awareness. Some of the members met with managers from Adult Social Care to review the process for making a safeguarding referral. We held a listening event with people who work with adults. Together we looked at how organizations can work together to support people to be safe. Throughout the year, we have run surveys so that we could hear what the public and people who work with adults thought about our projects and plans. This has included hearing from over 220 members of our virtual network. As a board, we set out our commitment to being citizen-led, our values, our ways of working and our commitment to putting people at the center of all we do. And we'd like to highlight our brand new logo. It's been designed after listening to people's feedback about what they wanted to see in it. The letter A is designed around a person to show that people are at the center of safeguarding adults' work in Leeds. Throughout the year, we provided resources, training, and events so that people working with adults in Leeds know about safeguarding procedures. We promoted guidance and films about Talk to Me, Hear My Voice. It's the Leeds approach to safeguarding adults, developed in 2019 with citizen groups in Leeds. This included attending events, like the Leeds Public Health Conference. We provided guidance and training about the Mental Capacity Act and people's rights when they can't make their own decisions. The Housing Association Safeguarding Network met to discuss how they safeguard people living in their properties and to identify best practices. We promoted our Always Care resources about working with and supporting people who self-neglect. And, during West Yorkshire Safeguarding Week, we worked with other safeguarding boards to provide a programme of training and learning events. We're grateful to West Yorkshire Fire and Rescue Service, the Disclosure and Barring Service, and West Yorkshire Financial Exploitation and Abuse Team, who led sessions on behalf of the board. Together, our board member agencies provide the Exceptional Risk Forum. Each month, they meet to discuss cases where someone's circumstances are a risk to them, despite people's best efforts to keep them safe. During the year, 14 people's circumstances were discussed, and an in-depth evaluation highlighted the importance of the forum's role supporting frontline workers. We recognize the importance of learning from people's experiences, and we want to make sure that what we learn leads to improved experiences for others. We carry out safeguarding adults reviews when someone dies as a result of abuse, neglect, or self-neglect, or when someone has experienced serious harm, and there is concern about how organizations work together to protect them. We carried out a review that involved a young woman with a learning disability. She had been subjected to sexual abuse by a care worker in a position of trust. She did not have capacity to consent and she was unable to tell people what had happened. As a result of the review, we have developed and implemented a new interagency information sharing protocol. And, the family helped with training for police and social workers about communicating with families at a time of crisis. Our member organizations carried out assessments to make sure they were using our learning, guidance, and training. And, we carried out a multi-agency audit around self-neglect. It identified some areas of outstanding practice that was fed back to relevant teams and services. We'd like to tell you about our brand new website. Feedback told us our old site wasn't very accessible and it wasn't easy to find information. So, we listened to and worked with people in Leeds to create a site that is better laid out, has the facility to translate to different languages, works with technology like screen readers, and adjusts for mobile phones and tablets. We've created a section for members of the public, explaining what safeguarding is about, how abuse can happen, and how to get help to be safe. To view the new website, please visit leedssab.org.uk. Or, scan the QR code, displayed on screen now. To keep up to date with safeguarding adults' work, locally and nationally, please subscribe to our news bulletin via our website. Or, scan the QR code, displayed on screen now. If you'd like to read our full annual report, please visit the About the Board section on our website. Thank you for watching our film.